Here is the reason why two different people learning the same information will get different results. One person might become a millionaire, the second one might stay broke. The reason is in his mind, because nowadays we can learn anything we want. Basically, just go on internet and Google how to do X. Here's a ton of guides and you just put in the work and you're there. But I don't see people for some reasons succeeding as much as people who want to just learn some valuable skill and become successful. The reason is in the mind, you see, and here are the 5 levels basically of mind from mental awareness until the processes and skills that we actually learn. And if we learn these, but this foundation isn't solid, it isn't even built for most people, we'll just fall. Our business will just fall apart. It doesn't matter how good the house is, if it's built on a freaking sand, it's nothing. And basically I'm gonna debunk every single layer, and it's absolutely incredible if you stuck on some big project and you know all these skills you need to learn, like I do with YouTube. I got a ton of work to do. I need self-improvement, I need speaking skills, I need, I don't know, marketing skills, I need... what else could it be? And basically it's already massive. You see, the first layer, the foundation, the absolute foundation, can be called everything we do on self-improvement. Basically, the reason we on self-improvement is to make this solid foundation. It is mental awareness. And what it means is basically our habits, our beliefs, our identity, and our self-awareness. That's why we meditate, we do good habits, because the reason, the cause of this layer being completely neglected is that people try to work, but they can't sit in front of a screen for more than 2 minutes and focus. Their attention span is so short and shallow. Their focus is unbelievably trash. And no matter what, they won't even cover these processes. They won't even be able to learn them properly. But most importantly, people who have this foundation laid out and people who don't will perceive these processes, these skills on a different level. Because someone who was, for example, put in a CEO position, but what he knows is only how to be a CEO. He doesn't know how this business was formed, what's his principles, what's the disciplines in business, marketing, sales, I don't know. What else could it be? Never mind. Basically, if you don't have these layers, you're screwed. No matter what you do, you can't avoid the fact that if you eat junk food, if you don't exercise, if you sleep is poor, if you can't focus enough, for your attention span is trash, you're wasting your time, you don't use time management tools, you will get nowhere near as good and as close as people who have this level on a really high ability. And basically the point of self-improvement is to graduate, to build this solid ass foundation, no matter how much it takes, a few years, but respectively we should do this for the rest of our lives. It's like gym. Basically inputs equals outputs. What we consume will output what we are like. Basically we are what we consume, and we will stay this for life because we want better outputs, better inputs to get better outputs. Basically we want better knowledge, new knowledge, learning, changing our beliefs to get new output, new level of ourselves, basically develop ourselves. The next level is a bit more tricky. It's why some people just can't make it. They're learning, they're smart and everything, right? But mental cognition is actually what separates most of the people that have what it takes and those who don't. Basically, it means your prioritization skills, your evaluation, your critical thinking, your problem solving skills. So basically how you perceive the work now that you have this solid foundation of habits. If you are faced with the problem, which you will inevitably be, that's how life works, and that's why you get rewards, because you solve problems. Basically, people who flinch and who run from problems, who can't solve them on a good level, they won't thrive. They will be just abandoned, because they will give up on every little pebble. They'll be like, oh, no, I don't like it. And they'll face, I don't know, the opposite direction or any other direction, which is not really what you wanted at the start. Maybe it is right, but you will then, I just literally popped up a great scenario. You see, like, imagine you go on a route, on some route you want to go, on like path to, I don't know, financial independence, but you're stuck on some pebble, you can't like go past it, and you're like, well, I should go another direction, I shouldn't build business, I now should focus on my studies, yeah. And then studying is hard, you get bad grades, you got this dissatisfaction moment, and you are still stuck on this pebble, and you walk around this little circle, not really advancing towards anything. You will make no progress this way. The next level is business principles. That's where it goes more into niche and how you actually perceive the world. Because people who don't really understand how business works and their core values of business, their meaning and how it operates, it's basically the belief system and the habits, I don't know, maybe not habits, but beliefs about how business should run. So, for example, most people would say, yeah, I believe business is for profit. Well, Sam Ovens, for example, values more cash flow, because even if he gets more profit, he would still reinvest it in business, which has a cash flow, so it doesn't make real sense. And on students, basically being obsessed with getting as much value to the student as possible. And when I documented this part, I literally wrote down, it basically was on my paper, but these level of minds are absolutely on a different level in terms of your vision of how we operate as human beings. The point is, I had my main focus, my main obsession is to give as much value to you as possible, to build this close community of like-minded people on self-improvement who will advance forward together, evolve together, and perhaps live together, as a tribe, as a brotherhood. That's my business value, that's my business principle. And based on business principles, because there are multiple of them, you choose, you prioritize what's needed. Well, if you need more profit, then you need better margins, then you need better, business model. But if you wanted to build a community, if you wanted to learn yourself to develop as a human being because you're in the business, not to develop for a business, but you develop because you're in. It's a thin string, but the point is, your business model will solely and fully depend on your business principle, what you want to expect from business. And for example, if as on a level of your mind, of mental awareness, if you believe, oh yeah, I can make it, like math is not my thing, or I don't know, I don't have what it takes. If you have those limiting beliefs, of course you won't make it. And the same within a business. Any limiting belief about business, oh, money is evil, okay, stay broke, So it's really important. And basically, I want to stop on... business disciplines. I will finish and say how you can actually apply this into your life to get a broader vision, bird's eye view on your life, and to actually make an actionable plan out of it, which is absolutely awesome, because I myself felt incredibly lost these, maybe a few days, maybe a few weeks. about what should I do, what should I learn, because I have so much to do. Honestly, I don't have so much to do, but like to learn, not to do. And the reason why I'm so excited about this model is because it just organizes your life. You just see, so I lack in this foundation and I'm trying to learn process. I fail at it. Well, that's because I can't fucking focus on 2 hours. That was the case when I started my business, basically. A year ago, like 9 months, I guess. And the reason why I failed is because whenever I didn't feel like it, I would be like, oh, no, I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna watch self-improvement videos from Ali Abdallah, or I don't know, Hamza, or wherever. I couldn't focus. Now I fixed that problem, and now I'm on a mental condition. Now, when the problem arrives, when some shit happens, I have this difficult choice of doing the hard work whenever I don't feel like it, because I thought I'm gonna do it. But sometimes I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna do the hard work, and I do it. But sometimes I fail. And as I learned from this mental awareness stage where I couldn't focus, you will fail. It's just a part of learning, but basically rising every time and making some learning progress, I don't know, making some evaluations how not to let this happen next time. This will advance you forward. And I know that one day I might get self-discipline, the other day I don't. But if I gradually increase it over time, let's say, then I will do it like, I don't know, like it's stupid to say 2 days in a row and then 1 day off, because what basically is happening is 1 week of grind, rise and grind, and then there are some doubts, but I still go for a few days, and then the doubts might become stronger. And that's the stage when I am at right now. So basically, I'm like, well, okay, I'm gonna satisfy this urge and return back to work. So I sacrifice a few hours like I did, I don't know, yesterday in the evening. I was like, yeah, I got the work done. I can basically go and learn something useful, or I can watch some anime because it's like a philosophical anime, you know, Vinland Saga. It's quite about life and the quality, not the quality, the value of life and the purpose. It was nice, but 98% of it was still entertainment. It was a bad habit. And I know that the next time this urge arrives, I'll be like, yeah, now I think it's philosophical, but if I actually watch something philosophical, I'll have 10 times better, understanding of it and progress, so it doesn't really stand up so much of a point. So just by these examples, you will advance forward. And the last layer is skills and processes. Finally, we are there. How to talk on camera better, how to edit your videos, how to make thumbnails, how to, be more fluent in English if you're not a native speaker, which I doubt, but never mind. Basically, most people try to achieve great skills, but they don't know it, and they don't have these foundations, and they fail. Now, how you can actually, I think I'm gonna give just one example of business discipline connection to the skills and processes. So I don't know if you've seen this when I showed you, maybe not, but basically business discipline in YouTube might be, basically it's a synthesizer process like learn, implement, teach, brand, monetizing. For example, teach. After you learn something and implement it, after I learned something and implemented, I need to teach it. But in order to do that, I need fluency in English, so I can formulate my thoughts easily. I need basically teaching skills and understand how psychology of people work, how they perceive information better. I need to be authentic, to speak in an engaging way, and to build this connection, because when people are connected, they, I don't know, learn better, implement more, and all this stuff. So they are absolutely connected, these skills and disciplines. Now, let's move on to the chapter of how you can actually make a plan out of it. And basically it's simple. You write down what you already have and on what level you already have in each of these layers. Basically, simple example, mental awareness. You might do as I do, you might do something else, you might create something else. Basically, this mental awareness level I wrote down. I can actually just read it for you to not like lie or something. Okay, it's fine. I'm gonna pause. It doesn't pause. Well, okay, never mind, because it's gonna take some time. Basically, I wrote down something like, I need mental health. I need to reclaim my mental health because it sucks. Now that I push myself so hard and being disciplined whenever I don't feel like it, I feel a bit of a breakdown, right? I also lack in purpose. Why I do this? Why do I need money? I don't know. Basically, my answer is on the list right there, and it says I want to live up to my potential, which basically means I want to have fun. Because when I live up to my potential, I push myself really hard, and that's where I get the most fun. But where you don't get fun, even from doing the things you don't like to do, you start to doubt your reason of doing this. It's kind of silly. I don't know if I should have said that, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll find another way, and that's my current focus, for example, for mental awareness, to go on another level. The next is mental cognition, and I wrote down, so basically you write down skills you need for every single layer in order to achieve those outputs and those results you set. So I don't know, I have a plan of achieving 1,000 super fans in like a few years. Yeah, I'm building this close-up community. I already said that. And basically, whatever I need in order to do that, I need to learn how to speak better. So I record more videos to practice more, because it all comes down to practice and basically your knowledge. So I learn about, I don't know, what? Human psychology, how to influence people, how to make them better, how to, I don't know, make them listen to me. I also wrote this down, that I need to actually level up my English skills, because my pronunciation at some parts suck and it might be distracting from the main purpose, which is given a ton of value, which is business principles. Basically, I wrote down my business principles and my business disciplines. So basically, on a level of mental awareness and mental cognition, I would probably say to write what you need to learn. But on business principles, business disciplines, and skills and processes, you write what you already have plus what you need, because these stones are huge. Maybe on another level, maybe tomorrow, I don't know, I will do some huge ass, I don't know, like not roadmap, but basically mind map of everything related to self-improvement. Basically, like, I don't know, health. I'll think about it, but the point is, it's not that hard. And it's quite simple, honestly, this whole idea of these layers. But even for some people who left this video already, which is most of the people, I wanted to say like there's a reason of they don't have these layers, but it's probably because I'm bad at making videos. But it doesn't matter, because what I wanted to say is that most people won't be there, won't learn these processes, these skills, because they don't have this mental awareness that, oh, this guy talks some truth. He might talk in a trash way, but I might get some more value out of it, so I'm gonna keep watching. And your mental cognition actually allows you to do that, because you are critical thinking. You can evaluate that, yeah, this, I don't know, 20-minute video can really help me. You see, everything we do comes down to these simple particles. Most people, most average people, will never actually improve any of them. That's why they won't make it. I hope it was useful. The other useful tip I might say is that if you're into business, into YouTube, and starting your own thing, basically on this high level of self-improvement, Sam Ovens is a channel I'd recommend. A lot of great thoughts, multi-millionaire, all that stuff. I wish someone said that to me, because I found this dude so recently, but I wish I knew him much sooner. Thank you. Bye. And proof.